Welcome, Riddell Sports Network. I'm Dan, and Super Bowl 60 was last night. And it was not that close. 29-13 doesn't tell the entire story, but you look up here at the box score, I'll slide this over. The Patriots basically did nothing offensively for 3 quarters. 30 points combined in the fourth. But the Seahawks were pretty much in control from start to finish. With the Seahawks kicker was just lights out. I'm surprised he wasn't the Super Bowl MVP, to be honest with you. So he was the entire scoring for the first 3 quarters. So the Patriots get a couple garbage time touchdowns, but it's too little too late for all that. Shout out to Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker. Shout out to Sam Darnold, who had a hell of a rough night. People aren't talking about this because he won 19 of 38 for 202 and a touchdown. His one touchdown was to Barner. Jackson Smith and Jigba had 10 targets for 4 receptions, and he left with concussion issues. They actually showed him on the sideline at one point in the game. They were looking at his ankle. The next thing you know, they're bringing him back to the locker room talking about concussion stuff. So I didn't see the play. Maybe it was on that next play, that little screen where he gets dumped pretty quickly, but the next play after he came back from the ankle thing. Cup 12 targets for 6 catches. He was pretty solid. And then Barner 4 catches, 54 yards and a touchdown. Sam Darnold was under pressure the entire game. Now, we're going to talk a lot about this on our weekly show on Wednesday, but I just wanted to get in and give a brief recap. So, Darnold was pressured. I have the next-gen stats here on 41.5% of his dropbacks. Under pressure all night. We were at a party watching it, and we were impressed with Darnold's in-pocket foot movement to avoid the pressure, buy some time. He missed on a lot of throws. He really did. But he and Drake May were both they were in the fire all night. Drake May was getting absolutely hammered. He made some really, really bad throws, including that interception in the fourth. But you can't blame him. He's in his second year. I know, we give these guys a lot of undeserved praise, but we give them a lot of undeserved hate as well. Some of these quarterbacks, and it was just rough to watch for Drake May at times, and he's the second youngest quarterback in Super Bowl history to make the Super Bowl, to start in a Super Bowl. The previous was Dan Marino, which Dan Marino made it to 1 Super Bowl and then never again. So hopefully for Drake May's sake, that's not the case, but you never know. The Patriots had, they were touted for having one of the easiest schedules ever and getting there, but May was 27 of 43 for 295, 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. The stats look a lot better at the end of the day than they did before that fourth quarter where, the Patriots finally started opening up. I don't know what the hell the game plan was, if I'm being honest. Like, they were just playing so scared, it seemed like, and Mike Vrabel, who's been there, what was he in, 3, maybe 4 Super Bowls as a player? But I don't know. It was just really odd to watch. And Seattle's defense, I mean, you got to give them all the credit in the world. They had I believe it was a fumble recovery touchdown late in the game. And that was pretty much it. Let's see. I believe it was this here. Oh, that was a pick 6. Sorry. For Nwosu. And it was rough for the Patriots. I can't say I'm exactly unhappy about that. Tired of seeing the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I know it's a whole different organization, whole different team. Whole different roster, whole different everything. Staff, all that. But I don't want to see it. We saw it for 20 straight years, I'm good. We're set. But this was kind of a boring Super Bowl. People were saying, is it the worst Super Bowl ever? the attention span and the memories of some of these people. I get we're in the world of 30-second clips on TikTok and YouTube and whatever the hell else, but Super Bowl 53 wasn't that long ago. The 13-3 Super Bowl 53 with the Rams and Patriots was horrible. It was horrible. The one thing everyone remembers from that is the Julian Edelman catch. Other than that, it was terrible. I don't know what we're talking about here. At least the Seahawks were moving, and if you have any sort of respect for defense, the Patriots defense, especially the defensive front, was fantastic. They had a great, and Vrabel, he's the head coach, but he was a defender, and that defense looks nasty. They gave up 22 points defensively because of that pick six, and it was just a really weird night. There was the halftime show, which is very controversial. So they had an alternate halftime show done by TPUSA. A lot of controversy surrounding that. Again, we'll get into that Wednesday. But congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks on their second Super Bowl ever. And congratulations to the Patriots on becoming the franchise with the most Super Bowl losses ever. They've been to 12, so I don't know. The losses, it's funny as an Eagles fan. The losses don't hurt as much as the wins are, positive. I've never gone back and watched the McNabb Super Bowl. I've never gone back and watched Super Bowl 57. But I've gone back and watched Super Bowl 52 a lot, and just the complete beating that they put on Mahomes last year was so entertaining. I mean, come on. Was the game a blowout? Yes, but was it entertaining as hell? Oh, yeah. But yeah, congrats to the Seahawks, and we'll see where they go from here. Are they the team to beat? Is this the way too early prediction for next year? No, they're going to be good for a long time. They have a great defense. We'll see. We'll just wait and see. But yeah, thank you for watching. Just a short little video to kind of highlight last night, but we'll get more in depth on that on Wednesday.